Today we are going properly big league. This is a 185-foot Oceanfast, built in 2004, steel construction, and absolutely incredible. You're going to want to see all of this, and we have got access to all areas. We're going to crew areas, engine spaces, tender garage, pantry, galley, all the cabin areas, the bridge, everything. And there is so much to show you on here. It is an absolutely magnificent super yacht, and we're going to board right here. So shoes off first of all, as is traditional. Let's try and land them actually in the basket. I am a little bit giddy about this one, I have to say, because it is just one of the biggest and best yachts I think I've ever been on. Wait until you see this. So what we're going to do, we are going to head aft first of all, and we are going to take in every inch of this magnificent yacht. I'm going to come all the way back here, and I'm going to take you first of all, well, we've got the aft cockpit area here, which we'll have a very quick look at. We are going to keep moving on this one because there's so much ground to cover. One thing I noticed is the quality. Look at this stainless steel work on here. It is absolutely magnificent, so thick and chunky and solid, and that echoes through the whole yacht. You really get a sense of the quality of this one. It's remarkable. Now if you come right down here, back here is tender garage. So we've got a pretty serious tender in here. Not sure exactly what length. I'm going to guess that must be about 7, maybe 8 meters. It's a big tender, that. And there's a beam crane on the ceiling. It lifts up, it turns, this back area opens, and it goes out then lengthways, and that's how it launches. There is another tender, and that's that little fella down there. And that, I'll show you what that one is when we get a bit further around the yacht. But we're going to come around here and we're going to head inside. I love features like these stairways, and you'll see those inside as well. Everything's so beautifully formed. Look at the way that this wraps around, the glasswork all the way around the back here. And what this is giving actually is the dining area. That's the first thing that we come to right here, the internal dining area. And it means that you're kind of surrounded by glass. When these doors are shut, of course you can have them open if you want to on a nice day. But that is a wonderful place to dine, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. The other things you've got here then is the bar area is back here. There's side access as well. And you can see there's doors on the side. So if you're alongside a dock, people can come straight in through that way if they want to. This is the bar with all the usual accoutrements, glasses and so forth. All live in here, so they're kept safe. And if you come right on round here, and you've got the usual ice maker and bits and pieces like so. If we head on through a little bit further, that is the access down to the guest accommodation. We will of course go and have a look at that, but I want to show you the main deck first, and I want to show you this. Look at that! That is absolutely magnificent, isn't it? So that's just a massive, well, it's a social space, it's a saloon area. And I love the woodwork in here, this sort of gentle matte finish, pale colours, the lighting, everything. It is just exquisite. I'm really taken with this one. It's absolutely fantastic. I mentioned staircases. Look at this one. That's taking on up to the bridge deck. We're going to have a look at that, of course. What I think we're going to do is we'll loop around this way first of all. We've got another entrance here. So again, if you're alongside, people can come straight through. There is a day heads here, and you can see there's 2 entrances to this. And then you've got a toilet, but also there's a shower in here as well. These doors are finished with a stainless steel. Unbelievable. And if you come around again, we've got the casino. Check this out. Now, of course, I guess if you wanted, you could take this out and you could have this as a really big, formal internal dining area. This is how the current owner has it laid out. But yeah, I think big dining table across there if you wanted it, that would fit in there very, very nicely. But that's a bit of fun. Great on an evening to come and play here, that'd be fantastic. Okay, while we're on this deck, we're going to head on round and I'm going to show you some of the crew areas. And to do that, he says, losing himself, here we go. We want to go around here. So this is taking us into the pantry. These wonderful big oval windows on the side. There's all pantry area along here, so fridges, wine coolers, all that kind of stuff. Now the galley is up here, the crew are on board and this boat is in use, so we're not going to linger too much, but they do know we're coming, so we have got permission to film in here. This is basically the galley area. It's just huge. Hi there. Hey. There we go. As I say, we won't stop. We'll press on. More refrigeration over here. And then there is this area here. Hello there. There we go. That is the crew mess area. The boat will accommodate up to, I think, 12 crew, and then there's a captain's cabin separate as well. So we'll show you those, and we'll find those down here. I'm having to try and remember my bearings on this one because there's so much to look at. Now, these crew cabins are in use, so we're not going to go into all of them. In fact, we've just got one we're going to show you so you can see what they're like. But basically, the crew areas stretch off down through there, and if I spin on around and go forward, they stretch up through here as well. And you can see here, there's a crew cabin off this way, a crew cabin this way. This one is not in use, so we can have a quick look in here. There's storage here, there's twin beds in here, and there's the ensuite with the separate shower up here. And then again, more storage about the place, like so. As I say, there's 6 of these, and they're all twins. So you can have 12 crew here. Now the other thing to show you while we're down here is if we press on back aft, this one takes us down. In fact, I'll show you. This is basically all the stores down here, refrigeration, all that kind of stuff. All lives down here. So these are big walk-in fridge freezers around the place, and storage, and so forth. And then engineering areas up through there. And then we'll come back on up through here. As I say, we do need to keep moving because there's so much ground to cover on this one. It's just incredible. What we're going to do now is we're going to head this way. That's the laundry facilities in there, washers, dryers and so forth. And if we press on again, this takes us right back to the engineer's office. And if we press on through this one, workshop, and dun dun dun, check this out. A cathedral to power. Look at this. Twin Caterpillar engines, they're 1,500 horsepower each. Use a displacement boat. So you don't need massive great engines to force it up onto the plane. It doesn't do that. It just runs at displacement speeds, but because it is such a big boat, it'll actually run at 15 knots flat out, and she'll cruise very comfortably at 12. And she has transatlantic range, so 4,000 plus miles, no problem at all. The size of these engines, if I stand next to this engine, you can get a sense of scale. They're bigger than me, or taller than me, I should say. And we go right on back, and then we've got a lot of the engineering is back here. Pumps, all that kind of stuff. You can go right on back like so. But again, not dwelling, pressing on, just because so much to show you. Generators, all that kind of stuff down here as well, of course. Fantastic. Let's keep moving. There's emergency access, that's straight up onto the deck. In fact, that is where we came onto the boat. You might have noticed as we stepped aboard, there's a door straight ahead of us, and that was it. That's the other side. Okay, back through here. Back through the crew area. The challenge of this one is going to be remembering where everything is to show you absolutely everything, because we do have carte blanche on this one, which is just fantastic. So I think we've covered the main deck pretty comprehensively. We'll head back out through here. That stairway there is up to the bridge deck, and I'll show you the other side of that when we're up there. But we're going to take the main staircase just because it is so grand. So come back here. There is access from here straight out onto the side deck. You can see, in fact, where we came on was just there. Now if we head back here, this is back into the magnificent saloon area. But before we go on up to the bridge deck, there is more to see because we haven't yet looked at the guest accommodation. That's back here. And that's what this staircase here is for. This one here is just stores. So plates and all that kind of stuff live in there. And then this stairway takes us on down to this rather lovely lobby area. And then there are 4 cabins down here. So if we go into this one, the 2 aft ones are just, well, they're basically VIP cabins, aren't they? They're massive. Dressing area over there, storage all the way around. We've got hanging lockers up here, more storage here. So this kind of thing. And then this is quite literally the bathroom. So twin sinks, bath, shower in here as well. All very nicely done. You've got portholes in behind there, blinds down at the moment. Mirror just there. More storage in behind those. And then you've got the bidet and the toilet. So we'll head out of here. The one next door is identical, but we are covering all areas. And so we'll have a quick look. There we go. Blinds up in this one so you get a better idea. Some big windows in here actually. It's nice, a lot of natural light. And again with the dressing area over there. And chest of drawers here, wardrobes here, more storage here, bathroom here. It is pretty much identical. Fantastic. Okay, and then as well as these two, we can move this way, head right across the lobby. And they've got these back here. What they've done with these, which is quite clever, is you've got doubles, but also singles. So if you want to use this as 2 singles, clearly you can, 1 person here, 1 person here. If you want to use a double, you've got your double. But also, you know, if you've got kids, it's brilliant because you've got a bed for a kid there as well. So that's a very, very versatile cabin. In fact, the whole layout is pretty versatile. The owner's cabin is up on the bridge deck, and I'll show you that. That's not down here at all. That's completely separate. And then if we go into here, we've got the ensuite, of course. Sink is here. Toilets in around here. And then, I did say it's access all areas. Showers in there. Very nicely done. Again, that feeling of solidity. Everything you touch, just rock solid. That's a nice cabin, isn't it? I mean, these are the smallest cabins, and they're still absolutely palatial. Same deal here. The twin beds, 1 double, 1 single. And then wardrobes, storage, dressing area, more storage, and the ensuite. Again, shower tucked in there, toilet in behind there. There we go. That is the lower deck covered and the main deck covered. Let's go and take a look at the bridge deck. So back out of here, this incidentally is, there's refrigeration in here. I think it's that one, like so, so drinks and so forth. Over the evening you can come and get those. And then linen, that kind of stuff lives in there. It is beautifully finished though, isn't it? Look at that. It's so classy. Well, it kind of doesn't shout at you. It's just subtle and timeless. It works brilliantly. Very, very taken with this. All right, let's press on up and we'll head on up to that bridge deck. Love the art about the place as well. That's really nice. So this is where we came in, back here, past the table, past the bar, past this area, the casino forward, all of the crew areas down here, day head over here. This time we're going this way. Love this staircase, look at that. That's a work of art all of its own, isn't it? In fact, this whole area, isn't that nice as you walk into here? Because of course you can use this as a doorway here. So you could have people come in through this way, and this is the first thing you would find as you came into the boat. Absolutely fantastic, and then head off depending on what you want to do next. We'll head up here next. Let's go right on round and we will go aft. Now, this is the owner's cabin back here. So, once we go past this door, this is all the owner's domain. It's got this fantastic office area just here, brilliant view out as well, of course. Look at that. Straight out across there, and then if we come on back, this is all wardrobes here. So, this kind of a thing. We can come back again, there's a doorway here straight out, and there's their own private deck area on this level. I'll show you that from the outside. And if we come on right back here, this then is the sleeping area. And of course, with these glass doors right the way across the back, the view out across the back of the boat across the ocean is just absolutely fantastic. Anyway, loads more to look at, and again, a lot of natural light coming in through there. If we head on up through here, we have got the ensuite. So we've got toilet in here and bidet. Bath is here. Look at these magnificent windows, virtually floor to ceiling. Again, you've got the blinds, of course, that come down, but if you're out at anchor, you don't need those. Just throws a ton of natural light into here and gives you a brilliant view. Shower is in this one. You know what a shower looks like. But there we go. And so there's another toilet at that end. In fact, I'll just show you into that one. Like so. And again, as you'd expect, storage just dotted around everywhere. That is a bigger cabin than some owners' cabins in their entirety on some boats. It's just magnificent. All right, let's press on. Loads more still to show you, would you believe? So we're going to head forward now, back past all these hanging lockers, back past these hanging lockers. Oh, that one there I haven't shown you. That is just big walk-in wardrobe. There we go. Let's press on. So we come up this way. That's the stairway that we came up. So up from the main deck and straight back. But in fact, then from here forward, everything from this threshold forward then is the bridge. So we've got this office area just here. Captain's cabin is here as well. So if we loop around here, very, very nicely appointed. I mean, that is just guest specification, isn't it? Really nice. And there's a little desk area in here, and then there's an ensuite. Just check. But I can see the loo, so I think we're okay. And shower obviously in behind there. Is in use, so again, we're not going to linger, but you've got storage, hanging lockers, all that kind of stuff all dotted around. That is a nice cabin. Let's go and look at the bridge. So back out through here, and then we're going to head forward into here. And this then is the bridge itself. A proper place of business. This is fantastic. Now they have got seats up here where Maggie is reclining. So if you want to come and enjoy the ride, they can do. You've got access straight out onto the side decks from here as well, of course. And that is the stairway. Remember when we walked through the crew areas, I said there's a stairway up to the bridge. That is the other side of that. So down there and out, that's into the crew mess area. This then is the actual helm station itself. And it is what you would expect to find on a yacht of this caliber. I mean, it is, I was going to say little ship stuff, it's not, is it? It's just ship stuff. Absolutely fantastic. Main compass is up there, and of course you've got all your multifunction displays, and then your autopilot, all that sort of stuff, throttles. Obviously stating the absolute obvious here, but yeah, communications, all that kind of stuff is right across there like so. And then we've also then got more seating here and more seating here, so people can really come up. I mean, if you're doing a long passage, if you're going across the Atlantic, for example, this is a great place to come and join in and see what's going on, take in the view, take in the whole atmosphere of the whole thing. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, we're going to head out of this door now, take a wander around the decks. Still plenty more to see. You get an impression of the size when you look back like that, don't you? But we're going to head forward first of all. Close that one back up. There we go. Wing stations are here, so when you're docking, you can look down the side of the boat like that, which of course is exactly what you want to do if you're docking in a place like this. You've got to get it in through here and back into here. I wouldn't like to try that. And then we've got this fantastic foredeck area, so seating, sun pads, we've got biminis up above as well. And then right up to the bow, jet skis live up here. And you've also got like a sort of a bosun's locker there, so that's a massive stores area for all the maintenance stuff, paint and brushes and whatever else you want to keep in there. Just a massive area down there. We're not going to go down there because it's all in use at the minute, but that is what that is. But yeah, look at this. Magnificent, isn't it? We are in Palm Beach at the moment. Awesome. Let's press on. We'll stop and look at it from there, and then we'll come on around this way. Got speakers up here as well, so if you want a bit of music, you can have it. Head on back. This is one of the wing stations. We've got this one opened up so you can see it. So this is giving you the rudder control, the engines, thruster, all the bits and pieces you need to get to when you're docking the boat, and that is kind of how it looks. Absolutely amazing. Okay, let's press on back down here. Another doorway on the side there back into the bridge. We're going to press on back. We're going to go back past that owner's cabin. So that's what these windows are. Just a little bit further on, these are vents here. I think I'm right in saying, yeah, and the windows are here. And then we've got that side door out from the owner's cabin just there. There's also steps. These take you back down to the aft cockpit on the main deck. That's down there. We're going to go this way. So this really is a little private domain for the owner. These back doors will open, so it will extend from the bedroom area. Yeah, and that's a very nice, cozy, private little retreat, isn't it? But we have another deck to go. Doesn't stop there. If we come on around here, another stairway down to that deck. There's those two curving stairways that we saw when we came on. We're going to go up this side now. This takes us back up to the bow where we were, but we're not going to go that way. We're going to go this way. So if we head up here, now this is normally on this type of boat just a big sun deck, but this has actually got a separate area up here. And I'll show you what that is in just a moment. If we come back here, first of all, we've got the bar here, like so. So an outdoor bar area and another lovely seating area. This is where that other tender that we saw lives. So there's a crane at the back and it sits on these chocks here. We've also got things like life raft stowage up here as well. And then we'll come right on back. How cool is that? Another life raft, of course, on the other side. And then we'll come forward down this way. Now this is an area, there's a lot of maintenance being done at the moment, as there always is with super yachts when they're not actually in use. So this is one of the areas that is being maintained, so I can't show it to you very well, but I'm going to give you a very quick look just so you can see what it is. And it is the gym. How about that? But yeah, as I say, there's a lot going on in here at the minute. There's a heads in there as well, and a shower. So yeah, private gymnasium up on the top deck. How amazing is that? We'll press on forward again. This brings us right to the front of the sun deck, and what we will find here is the hot tub. And more sunbathing, of course. So this is where you really want to get out in the sun, take it all in, then you can do it. You've also got seating up here as well. That's across here. And that is a wonderful place. When the boat's gently underway, cruising down the coast, to sit there, the view that you've got out from here is absolutely magnificent. Look at that. And then we're going to go just one little step further, because if we come around here, I did say it was access all areas, we are going to go right up onto the top. Here we go. So this is designed for the crew to come up here for maintenance of all the electronics, so radars, satellite domes, cameras, nav lights, horns, antenna, all that kind of stuff. That is all here, and all get-atable, because you can walk right up to it. And that's about it. I'm going to show you Palm Beach, which is where we're at. I've never been here before, but it's pretty special. And there we go. And that, my friends, I think you'll agree, is a tour of an absolutely incredible super yacht. I'm so pleased to be able to bring this one, and I am so grateful to Bob Dennison of Dennison Yachts. He organised this tour. These are the guys that have got this yacht listed. So if you're interested in buying her, give those guys a shout. They'd be very happy to talk to you. And I have to say, it would be an absolutely magnificent yacht to own. It's beautiful. Thanks very much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and we will catch you on one of these real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.